Hello, little adventurers. Welcome to our story time. Today, I am going to tell you a magical tale about a brave little firefly named Flicker and his big dream. So, snuggle up, get comfy, and let's begin. Once upon a time, in a meadow filled with twinkling stars and sweet-smelling flowers, lived a tiny firefly named Flicker. Flicker was just like all the other fireflies, with one small difference. While his friends were happy to just blink and glow near the ground, Flicker had a dream that soared much, much higher. He wanted to touch the moon. Every night, Flicker would look up at the big, silvery moon hanging in the sky. It looked like a giant, glowing pearl, and he wanted to fly right up to it and say hello. His friends would often giggle. "The moon is too far, Flicker," buzzed a firefly named Sparkle. "No firefly has ever flown that high," another one chirped. But Flicker's dream was as bright as his own little light, and he wasn't going to give up. He started practicing every single day. He would fly as high as he could, past the tallest blades of grass, above the sleepy daisies, and even over the big oak tree at the edge of the meadow. But each time, he would get tired and have to fly back down. The moon still seemed so far away. Flicker felt a little sad, but then he'd look at the moon's gentle glow and feel his hope light up again. One evening, as Flicker was practicing, he saw a wise old owl perched on a branch of the oak tree. The owl, whose name was Professor Hoot, had big, round eyes that seemed to know everything. Professor Hoot watched Flicker fly up and down, up and down. "Young firefly," he hooted softly, "you seem to be trying to reach something very far away." Flicker flew closer, his light blinking with excitement. "Oh, Professor Hoot, I want to fly to the moon, but it's so far, and my wings get so tired." Professor Hoot blinked his big eyes slowly. "The journey to a big dream is never a straight line, little one. Sometimes you need a little help, and sometimes you need to be clever." He then told Flicker about the whispering wind, a special current of air that blew high above the meadow every night, just as the moon was at its highest point. "If you can catch the whispering wind," the owl explained, "it can carry you higher than you've ever flown before." Flicker's heart buzzed with a new kind of hope. He thanked Professor Hoot with a series of happy blinks and decided he would try that very night. He waited patiently, watching the moon climb higher and higher into the dark, velvety sky. He could feel a gentle breeze starting to stir the leaves on the trees. This was it. Taking a deep breath, Flicker flew as high as he could with all his might. He went past the oak tree, higher than ever before. He felt his tiny wings starting to ache, but he didn't stop. Just when he thought he couldn't go any further, he felt a soft but strong push from below. It was the whispering wind. Whoosh! The wind lifted him up, carrying him gently like he was floating on a soft cloud. It was amazing. The meadow below looked like a patchwork quilt of dark greens and blues, dotted with the tiny, blinking lights of his firefly friends. They looked like fallen stars. He had never seen the world from so high up. It was beautiful and a little scary, but mostly it was exciting as he got higher and higher. The air grew colder. Flicker had to shine his light brighter than ever to keep himself warm. He looked up. The moon was so close now. It was bigger and more beautiful than he had ever imagined. It wasn't just a flat, white circle. It was a huge, magnificent ball with mountains and valleys of silver and gray. He flew a little closer, his heart thumping like a tiny drum. "Hello, moon," he chirped, his light flashing with pure joy. He couldn't hear a voice reply, but he felt a warm, gentle glow wash over him. It felt like the moon was smiling back at him, happy to have a visitor. Flicker danced in the sky, his light a tiny, happy star celebrating its dream. He flew around the magnificent moon, marveling at its silent beauty. He had done it. He had reached the moon. After spending some time dancing in the moonlight, Flicker knew it was time to go home. The whispering wind had softened, and he carefully flew back down, his heart full of happiness and pride. When he arrived back in the meadow, his friends all flew towards him, their lights blinking with astonishment and admiration. "Flicker, you did it," buzzed Sparkle. "You really flew to the moon?" Flicker glowed brightly. "I did, and it was more wonderful than I ever dreamed." From that day on, no one in the meadow ever said a dream was too big or too far away. Flicker, the little firefly who touched the moon, became a legend. Every night, he would tell the younger fireflies his story. He told them that it's okay if your dreams seem impossible at first. With a little bit of courage, a lot of practice, and maybe some help from a friend like Professor Hoot or the Whispering Wind, anything is possible. And so, my little friends, whenever you look up at the night sky and see the fireflies blinking, remember Flicker. Remember that no matter how small you are, your dreams can be as big as the moon. Keep believing, keep trying, and who knows what amazing heights you'll reach. Thank you for joining our story time today. I hope you enjoyed Flicker's adventure as much as I did. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more wonderful stories. Sweet dreams, and see you next time. Bye. Bye.